So let's talk about this guy. And I mean, this guy really, really wants attention. He craves it. He lives for it. And as you'll see, he's about to get way more attention than he ever thought possible. Some good, some bad, and some downright disastrous. His name is 6ix99. But for this story, let's just call him Six. Six is 21 years old. A young rapper living in New York City. It's 2017, the SoundCloud rap era is exploding. Social media is turning people into overnight stars, and Six is hungry to make it big. Now. Six isn't just trying to make music, he's trying to stand out. He's got the crazy rainbow-colored hair, the face tattoos, the wild outfits. Everything about him is designed to scream, "Look at me." But he knows that image alone isn't enough. He needs credibility. He needs a story. And that's when Six has an idea, he thinks. If I make a music video and put real gang members in it, people will believe I'm really about that life. They'll think I'm dangerous, authentic, someone they should fear and respect. So he links up with a real New York gang, the 9 Trey Gangster Bloods. And not just 1 or 2 members, he gets a whole crew to show up, draped in red, throwing up gang signs, holding weapons. And then he films his video. When he uploads that video to YouTube, it's like lighting a fuse. Boom. Overnight it goes viral. Six is suddenly everywhere. His streams skyrocket, blogs pick him up, social media starts buzzing. He's getting the attention he wanted, and the money starts coming in too. And because that first video works so well, he doesn't stop. He drops another video with the gang, then another. Each one bigger, flashier, more aggressive. He's figured out the formula. Be loud, be shocking. Like the most gangster rapper alive. Six starts living this character full time. He's online every day, saying, "Test my gangster. I'm gangster. I tell everyone all the time, test my gangster." He brags about how much money he has, showing off stacks of cash, expensive watches, and even the diamonds in his teeth. For a while, it seems like Six has hacked the system. His videos are pulling in millions of views. He's touring, he's getting features from big names, and he's one of the most talked about rappers in the country, but there's a problem at some point. Just pretending to be a gangster isn't enough. People start wondering if Six is actually affiliated with the gang he keeps shouting out. And Six knows if people find out he's faking it, it's all over, so he decides to make it official. He doesn't just rap about the gang, he joins the gang. And this is where things start spiraling, because being in a gang isn't just about posing for music videos. Six starts participating in real criminal activity, selling drugs, planning shootings, getting involved in robberies. And remember, this is while he's already rich. He doesn't need to do this. But he does it anyway. It's probably to prove himself and keep his street cred alive. Then comes April 2018. Six and some of his gang friends are sitting in a car outside a building, watching a man and a woman leave. Six points at them and says, "Yo, let's go rob them." And so they do. The gang piles out of the car with guns drawn, yelling at the couple to hand everything over. And what does Six do? He sits back in the car and records the entire thing. And then, unbelievably, he posts the video online. That single choice comes back to haunt him. Because later that year, Six is arrested, along with multiple members of the 9 Trey Bloods. The FBI charges them with racketeering, armed robbery, and even conspiracy to commit murder. Now Six is sitting in a jail cell, looking at a possible 47-year sentence. 47 years. He'd be in his 60s before he ever saw the outside world again. And here's the thing about Six. He loves being famous. He loves the attention, the money, the lifestyle. The thought of spending the next 4 decades behind bars. He can't do it, so after less than 24 hours of thinking about it, he comes up with a plan. He's going to cooperate. Six strikes a deal with the feds. He agrees to testify against the gang, naming names, describing every crime they committed together. In court, he points fingers, tells stories, even identifies other rappers connected to gang activity. And because of this cooperation, several 9 Trey members are hit with heavy sentences, some getting more than a decade behind bars. As for 6, instead of 47 years, he gets just 2. And thanks to the COVID pandemic, he actually gets released early and goes straight back online. When he pops back up on Instagram, he's laughing, trolling, celebrating his freedom. He drops new music, pulls in millions of views again, and once again becomes one of the most talked about artists on the internet. But there's a price. His street credibility is completely destroyed. Everyone calls him a snitch, a rat. Memes are everywhere. People clown him constantly in 6. He hates it. Fast forward to 2020, he's in Miami at a strip club when someone yells, "Rat." At him, 6 loses it. He grabs a champagne bottle and throws it across the club, but it misses the guy and hits a dancer in the head. She sues him and wins $10 million. But 6's legal troubles don't stop there. Remember that couple he and the gang robbed? They sue him too. In court, 6 says he's broke. He can't pay them. He's struggling to make ends meet. It'll bankrupt him. But then in classic 6 fashion, he goes online the next week, flexing mountains of cash. "This is 5 houses right here. I do not cap. This is my lifestyle." The internet calls him out. TMZ calls him out. He has to admit it was all fake, just prop money, because he was of course doing it for attention. By this point, his career is sliding downhill. He's getting sued left and right, he's losing money, and the fame isn't hitting like it used to. That's when his friend Steve, a YouTuber and live streamer, steps in to help. Steve manages to get 6 a deal with Rumble, a streaming platform. The deal is insane. $2 million up front. If 6 just streams himself playing video games for 1 hour a week, that's it. 1 hour a week, and somehow 6 still manages to blow it. He takes the $2 million but doesn't do the streams. Instead, he spends the money on luxury bags, jewelry, and parties, completely burning the deal and making Steve look bad. But his biggest problem is still coming, because while 6 has been making music videos and flexing online, he hasn't been paying his taxes. Not in 2020, not in 2021, not in 2022, not in 2023. And the IRS, well, they're the one gang you can't beef with. They come for him hard. They seize his assets, take his cars, his jewelry, even his famous shark chain, and auctioned everything off to pay his massive tax bill. And the crazy part? This is just scratching the surface. 6 has been sued, attacked, accused, robbed, jumped, hospitalized, banned from clubs, you name it. 6 might be broke, hated and fighting the IRS, but he's still online. Still trolling, still dropping music, still making headlines. Because no matter how many times he gets knocked down, one thing about 6 will never change: he lives for the attention. And somehow we can't stop watching.